Thank you for coming today. My name is Erina Romanovich. I'm the program coordinator of the East Asian Institute at UTSA. So before I start the presentation, I have a quick question. So I know one person is wearing kimono today, but has anyone else? Oh, two person actually. Sorry, I didn't notice. So anyone tried to wear kimono or yukata on your own before? Oh, was it successful? No. How did you like it? Okay, good, good. Okay, so today I'm just hoping to see if I can help you to learn a little bit of history about kimono and as well as tips of wearing kimono. So I'm just basically happy to see people wearing kimono because even in Japan, less and less people wear kimono, traditional kimono. So I'm happy to see in San Antonio, Texas, in San Antonio, I see people wearing kimono. So I'm very grateful for San Japan to give us opportunity to talk about kimono and then see people wearing kimono and enjoy it. So this is my partner Chinatsu. She's also from the East Asian Institute at UTSA. So first, what is kimono? Kimono is basically, you already know, that's the traditional Japanese garment worn regularly until approximately 19th century. So it's about 100 years we kind of stopped wearing kimono as regular clothes. It's sad because kimono is very beautiful clothing and it's a symbol of Japan. So, but that's what it is. But I'm going to talk to you about a little bit of how young people nowadays wearing kimono as a fashion. So you will see a little bit of you will see the traditional kimono, but you will see not so traditional kimono today. So the kimono usually have a lot of layers, special clothes made by silk and cotton. So those are basically the main idea of kimono. And nowadays, people only wear kimono for special occasions, such as coming of age to celebrate the adulthood of becoming 20 years old. And also, wedding is another common occasion to wear kimono. So I won kimono for my coming of age ceremony as well as my wedding. And I'm sure Chinatsu won that. So in Japan, Japanese people won kimono at least once for their lifetime. Okay, so you will see the different types of kimono that people won in Japan nowadays. So actually this has different formality I'm going to talk about later in the presentation as well. So, the history of kimono that I wanted to give, the first it started as 6th century. So the clothing Japanese people wearing then had a lot of influence from China, Tang Dynasty then. But the Japanese government issued dress code, and basically one of the dress code is still used as a rule of kimono today. So that dress code is leftover right. So I'm going to talk about that later. But that rule existed since 6th century. So we have a long history of wearing kimono leftover right. So I see sometimes people wearing it on the other side. I wanted to go to the person and tell them, can I fix it? But yes, that's how rule is rooted in our culture. Okay, so the next one is Heian period. So that's the next development of major development of kimono. So people start paying attention of the color coding. So colors are picked for seasons. Spring, summer, they pick bright colors. Fall and winter, they use darker color. Also, kimono at this point was usually worn by higher social status people. So if you're a commoner, you did a lot of farming. So kimono back then was exactly tailored towards working. So only worn by loyalty. So this type of kimono we can still see in the modern days, only for the royal family wedding. So this picture is taken at the royal family wedding. So I think this is the current emperor of Japan when they got married. They wore a kimono that is basically styled from this Heian period. Okay. So you see a lot of layers and then colors. It's not exactly easy to move, as you can tell. This queen, she has probably 10 layers of kimono wearing it.
Wow.
She's very standing right here. So the next big development happened in the Kamakura period. Because this is the beginning of Civil War period in Japan, so kimono became simpler, less layers, easier to move, and then people start customizing tying their hair to basically easier for them to move. Then moving to the Muromachi period, they developed the technique of dyeing and waving. So that basically also the big development of designing. So people start actually customizing their kimono by using patterns and colors. So they can basically customize to make it the way they want it to. This next development happened in Edo period. So again, the technology got better, so they will start using it silk or more expensive materials for the kimono. Then kimono was seen as a valued item, more like a valued art item rather than wearing them. So if you see kimonos from this period, people put some gold for waving and silver for waving. So actually kimono in this period were quite heavy because the material they put, but also it's very expensive too. So the next one is Meiji period, which is about the 19th century. This is the last period Japanese people wore kimono regularly. But at the same time, Western style clothing was imported. So we started, there's a coexistence of kimono and Western style clothes. However, Japanese kimono was still considered as a formal, the formal clothing. So any formal occasions, wedding, attending ceremonies, people have to wear kimono then. And also the kimono must have kamon. Kamon is a family priest. You see something similar to that in England. The royal family has their symbol. So that has to be printed or sketched on the kimono to make it formal. And nowadays, so again, people only wear kimono on special occasions, wedding, formal ceremony, and festivals. However, modern style, people start using kimono as a fashion statement. So this picture I'm showing is worn by 2009 Miss Universe of Japan. This kimono was a bit controversial, and people didn't really like it because showing too much skin. Then next year, 2010, it got little toned down, not much showing skins, but it's still very modern style kimono that she's wearing. This is 2011. Still modern, You still can see the kimono style in there, but it's very modern. She's wearing high heel boots and showing a lot of skin on her shoulder. 2012, again, this is also kimono, still has a kimono features, but it's very modern style. But the pattern they're using is very traditional. The fan, you can see the pattern, the printing of fan. Fan usually means in Japan means fan because the shape is going upwards and looks like it's going to be wide. So that means like you are going to bring good luck infinitively. So because the shape is indicating that you have a never ending of happiness. Then 2012 again, now she has a big fan behind her, but it's very modern. The front side is very short, but still has a traditional pattern of this is, I think, a pine tree. Pine tree is one of the trees, one of the trees that we consider that has a very has a fortune, meaning of the fortune. So the modern style, so nowadays a lot of young people they know kimono is very expensive if you custom made, but a lot of people buy it from recycle shop or second-hand store to buy cheaper kimono, but they're not made it for you. So sometimes they are too short, they are too small, too big, but people customize it to wear it the way it fits better. So this lady, probably her kimono is shorter for her because the length is short. It's supposed to be on her ankle, but it's pretty short now. It's like her mid calf. But she's wearing longer skirt underneath of it, so showing the pattern of her skirt combination with kimono. So it's working quite well. And she's not wearing traditional geta, she's wearing red shoes, red high heel. And also from the collar area, if you can see, she's wearing regular blouse with some racing on it. So that's even she doesn't have to show too much skin, but she's showing the Western pattern, the combination of Western clothing with kimono. I think she's quite a famous kimono dresser. She has a Instagram that I usually follow that she has very creative modern style kimono on her Instagram. And then this one, so this was worn at the Halloween. Can you guess what she modeled after? Close. It's one of the Disney characters. Yes, that's the evil queen from the Snow White. So the kimono can be worn like this. So when the first time I saw this, I'm like, wow, kimono can be this kind of clothing to make the statement. So nowadays people are very creative using old style kimono combination of Western style to make it the way they like it. So then kimono is supposed to be like that. So this lady, she's not using traditional belt. She's using probably Western belt, but it's thicker. It's more like wearing over her one piece. So it's more like a jacket, but it's still, we can see that this is kimono as well. The next person, this person is completely, her kimono is probably very small for her, but she's using it as like a jacket. So it's different, but it still works. And then these are two ladies, again, probably their kimono, they probably got it from recycle shop or second-hand store, probably short for them, but they're using boots or regular Western style shoes, and they make it up, they're just make it work for their fashion statement. So I don't see anything wrong with it. It's a great way to reinvent the kimono and then discover the new way to wear kimono. So I really love these kind of fashion statements that they make. And if you can, I think you should really do it. I want to try it, but I just don't have courage to do it. Okay, so now I want to talk about types of kimono. So kimono, we have three formal types of kimono. One is tomesode, second one is furisode, third one is homongi. So tomesode is the formal kimono if you are married. It's very, very formal. So sometimes people are afraid of owning this kind of kimono because you can only wear this kind at the very, very certain occasions, such as when your daughter got married, when your son got married, or you got invited to a party by loyalty or something like that. So this is like the highest rank kimono you can wear. Made of crepes, and you have to have a family fleece and no pattern on the top, and then this is only worn by married women. So for the non-married women, you have a furisode. Furisode comes with long sleeve and large pictorial design. So you have a pattern on the top, but the design is very big, light, and also very festive, worn by unmarried women. So this is also the most formal type of kimono for unmarried women. So if you don't want to own the very, very formal kimono, the second type, it's still formal, it's called homongi. This can be worn by both married and unmarried women. So you see a pattern on the top, but with the large pictorial design. The next one is casual type of kimono. One is common, another one is yukata. So common is pattern, basically comes with pattern all over kimono. Usually the patterns are flowers, some kind of light. Sometimes it doesn't have to be light, but it comes with patterns that are all over painted on the kimono. And yukata is another casual clothing, but it's usually worn in summer. But in San Antonio, we have 6 months of summer, so I think yukata may be the best type of kimono to own in San Antonio. So it's only one layer on the skin, so it's very thin, popular for all ages, typically worn in summer festival, but again, San Antonio, I should say you can wear at least 6 months of the year. Okay, so the basic rules, left over right. Left over right is the basic rule of kimono. I know sometimes people say, oh, kimono has so many rules, but this is the only one rule I want you to take home. Left over right. So some people said, to remember it, they just say left over right. So that's the way to remember it. So why we emphasize this left over right is because if you do it opposite way, do you know what that means? You're dead. Yeah, so that's why I really wanted to emphasize this basic rule. You can ignore any other rules, but just this one I want you to remember, because kimono is just a long piece of cloth. It doesn't have a curve. So basically you can customize the way you like to wear and how it fit your body the best way. So you just have to do a lot of tweaking, adjusting. Unlike regular Western clothes, kimono, you have an opportunity to wear it the way you like, design it